What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ann for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking Zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Aries, so we're going to go ahead and get it poppin'. But before we get it poppin', everybody, hi, hello, and happy new year. Welcome into 2024. We have made it through yet another year. Hope you guys are excited, and I hope you're looking forward to this brand new year overall. So do want to say happy new year to everybody. Love and appreciate you guys, and happy to be here yet again for another year. Let's say what's up to some peeps though before we start. Kevin, what's up? Adriana, what's going on? Hey Claire, hey Justin, Alex, Angie, what's going on? Carmen, what's happening? Yelly, what's going on? Carol Doe Butterfly, what's going on? Drew, how's everybody hanging, man? Cindy, what's up? Very happy Mondays, what's up? Ray's World, what's going on, man? What's happening? Zephyr, Marissa, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? So we're gonna hop on into this shortly. I do want to mention for the first sign that we're seeing here today, as I mentioned, I believe it was Aries, if I'm not mistaken. Did I mess up already? Over here losing my train of thought. It is Aries. So Aries we'll get into shortly. Fatima, how's it going? I did have a great new year. Thank you so much for asking. Really appreciate that. Ray's World said, oh my OMG, I've watched you since your first video. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Happy new year to you as well. All right guys, I will say I'm a little low on energy today. So considering that I wasn't here for New Year's Eve or New Year's, I have been kind of like stockpiled on videos. So today was like a giant day of just film, and shoot orders and do this and do that. So I'm a little out of whack today. I kind of just did a bunch of stuff. If you're a member, by the way, go check out your weekly members check-in for the week of the 1st through the 7th of January. That live stream was done about 2 hours ago if you want to go check it out. But I love you all so much. Let's get into it. High energy in the chat today. I appreciate it. And let's see what's going on. So we're going to hop on into our Ram fam and start out here with Team Aries and see what's up, okay? What do we got going on here for Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got in store here, please, for our Ram fam? Message is coming through here for Team Aries in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead and take a look. Starting out here with the overall energy for our Ram fam members, 8 of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here into the current energy, we have here the Queen of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, Aries, Chariot in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the 9 of Wands in the reverse position. So let's take a look here and see what's going on for you at this time. Now, Aries, we do start out here first and foremost with this 8 of Swords in reversed energy, which is representative of getting out of your head. So I like that a lot here. That's definitely a good start. Feels like you're getting out of your head in the next 24 hours. Looking at the current energy, Queen of Wands reversed, I think that getting out of your head is going to be incredibly helpful, especially if you haven't really been feeling like yourself. If you haven't felt very empowered recently, if you've been feeling drained on a physical level, if you haven't really been feeling all like yourself or naturally kind of energized, or mentally maybe you're exhausted, I think that it's great that you're getting out of your head here, because now there's time to kind of repair and patch and kind of get to a point where we can rest and rejuvenate a little bit, you know? When we're feeling really drained from something, sometimes we can overthink. Sometimes, most of the time actually, we can be very overwhelmed, right? So I think that for you guys, what it was that was making you not really feel all that in your power is chances are you were very overwhelmed coming into this new year. Could be having to do something with work, with people, romantic relationship, family, whatever the case may be. But I'm getting that sense here of like just being super overwhelmed to the point where it was mentally exhausting, which then led to physical exhaustion too. Having a look at what you're dealing with, Chariot reversed, yeah, I think you need a bit of a break here, Aries. It's like, I'm not in the mood right now to go forward, you know? I need to take some time here for me. So don't feel afraid or hesitate to do so. I think that's going to be fantastic for you in the next 24 hours. If you take a break to really clear your head, to just get your mental energy back up there, to get your physical energy back up there, it's definitely a great time here for rest and rejuvenation. Having a look here at the current outcome for the Ram fam, 9 of Wands reverse. It's also a great day for release in your next 24 hours. I feel like if you've been kind of like overwhelmed and like keeping it all to yourself, go hang out with a friend tomorrow. Go shoot the shit and vent to your bestie. Go out, maybe go to the club if you can. right? Or go shopping or go do something. If you're, a dude, go hang with the bros, maybe go get some new shirts, whatever the case may be, who knows, but go hang it and kick it with some peeps and like talk about what you've been dealing with, talk about what's been up here, because I feel like getting it out in the next 24 hours, Aries, and just being vocal about what you've been dealing with, what's been stressing you out, like a venting session is really going to help you and really benefit you here at this time. So I really feel like that would be great with the outcome being the 9 of Wands reversed. Regardless though, I feel like whatever this may be, you're getting out of your head, and I feel like a lot of that's going to be through the form of communication. So you could be talking to friends, you could be talking to family, but if you're not, I recommend to do so. Go hang out with somebody. Go be a social creature in the next 24 hours. Go vent about what you've been dealing with. Have fun. Do something that's not mentally exhausting and physically draining. Do something that's rejuvenating, Go take a walk on the beach. If you don't live by a beach, get into nature, Go out with a friend. Go somewhere. Go to a shopping center. Who knows? But do something, I feel. Being proactive at this time can really actually help reset your energy. Now, what I will say, Aries, is after you've kind of finished up that social encounter and you've vented and you've done what you've needed to do, when you go home in the next 24 hours, rest. Get off the TikTok, okay? That can be just as draining as you can imagine. Some people may not think it is, but it is. Get off TikTok. Get off Twitter or X. Get off YouTube. And if you want to watch a little TV, sure, but decompress. Do something calm in the evening. Read a book. Go to bed early. Allow yourself to relax. Take a hot bath, whatever the case may be. Bring in a lot of these energies of calm in the evening for the next 24 hours. That's really going to help reset you not only mentally, but physically as well. Because remember, when your mental's out of whack, your physical's out of whack too. So we want to make sure we're balancing the two. Okay? So that would be my recommendation. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Ram fam, thanks for tuning on into your daily. All right, moving on forward. We started out here so far with fire signs for today as the first sign. Let's go ahead and do fire, water, air, and earth. All right. By the way, Marlene, hello. Welcome in, Marlene. How you doing today? Hope you're doing great. So we did our water first, going into fire. We did our fire first, going into our water signs. Let's have a look here at Team Scorpio and see what's popping in for your next 24, baby. Message is coming in here for the Scorps. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Scorpio in the next 24? What's going on here for you, baby? Let's go ahead and have a look. Bum. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Hermit. You could be connecting here potentially with a Virgo for some of you. Taking a look here into your current energy, we have a Two of Pentacles. What you're dealing with at this time, Scorpio, we have here the Queen of Cups in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome, Scorps, is going to be the Seven of Swords in the upright position. Interesting that we got the Seven of Swords, but let's go ahead here and talk about it. I mean, first things first, right? You start out here with the Hermit energy. So this is Virgo. You could be dealing with one, but we got here the Hermit, and we have here the Two of Pentacles. So kind of feels to me for Scorpio's next 24 hours, you're kind of deciding, do I want to like really go into Hermit mode, or do I want to be social? I think that for some of you, you're kind of thinking about it. You feel a little bit stuck right now. Do I want to be social, or do I want to be really withdrawn? Now, if that's not the case here, the Hermit card could be representative of wisdom. Some of you guys might be questioning if something is wise, like a wise choice or not a wise choice. You might find yourself in that energy as well. Let's look a little further, looking at what you're dealing with here. Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups reversed right now could represent maybe you're not feeling like you're 100% emotionally in that grounded type of energy. Maybe what's happening is you feel a little bit emotional, and it's like, is it the right time to act on emotion, or should we act on practicality? Should we act on rationality, right? I almost feel like that's the main message coming in for you. It's like, I'm a bit emotional in the next 24 hours, so I should probably hold myself back, but yet another part of me wants to get my feelings out. So I think that that's the hard part, because I don't feel like you want to hurt anybody, or you don't intend to hurt anybody, Scorpio. Even though Scorpios, when you guys are in that energy, you can be cutthroat, but that's what I feel like you're trying to prevent. It's like, I'm a little bit emotional my next 24. I don't want to take it out on the wrong person or be so in this emotional energy to the point where I can potentially hurt somebody. So it's like, do we go and wait till we're cooled off, we're not heated, we're rational, or do we jump right into the emotions? I sometimes do say that when you're emotional, you should speak what you feel. I definitely agree with that for a good amount of times, but I feel in this specific situation, this is the energy of not just being emotional, but being heated. Okay? So when we're heated, sometimes we're not getting our emotional point of view across, but we're getting more so anger across than anything. I think Scorpio, best bet would be to go in this Hermit energy. and allow yourself to kind of process what you're dealing with and what you're feeling emotionally. And when you feel way more emotionally balanced, go talk to whoever this is you're dealing with. You know, if you have an issue right now with somebody, wait on it, kind of like get to the point where you feel more calm and collected first. Whether you're dealing with a person, whether you're dealing with a situation, I feel like avoid action and avoid conversation until you feel like you've processed everything, and then you can kind of get more into a place where you're not completely emotional, but you feel like you are collected, and then you can have that conversation going forward. Because I do feel like there is a potential, Scorpio, for things to go south if you're acting purely on emotion in the next 24 hours, and that's something you may want to be aware of. You know, at the end of the day, do what you want to do, right? It's your life. I'm not going to tell you guys how to live it, but I do feel that if you were to kind of cultivate yourself first, collect yourself first, it will be a much better conversation being had rather than if you're, you know, purely getting into it being incredibly emotional. Does that make sense? Because like I know for me personally, I'm a water sign, I'm a Cancer. So when I'm in a very emotional place, I'll be saying shit I don't even mean. And it's not necessarily good things, you know? So like I know how that can be, and I know how hurtful that can be to other people, even hurtful to yourself with that Seven of Swords showing up too. So I think it would be a good time to kind of process first, communicate later, okay? That would be my best advice. All right, Scorpio? All right, baby. I love you nonetheless. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. By the way, yeah, very happy Monday said it perfect. Absolutely. It's 100% reaction versus response. You don't want to react in your next 24 hours, Scorpio. You want to respond. So reaction's kind of based on emotion all the time. Response would be you collect yourself, you kind of figure things out, and then when you're ready, you're ready. You know, this is not when you're in a super emotional place, but you're more so in a calm place. So yeah, you want to respond versus react 100%. Thank you for bringing up that point. Yep, 100% of what this reading is, okay? All right, baby. Keeping it popping, pushing, moving forward. Thanks, Scorpio, for tuning on in. So we have done our fire, we've done our water. We're getting into the air signs here shortly. Marlene said, wow, Aunt, that's effing spot on for me. It's insane how you're always so spot on. You put my life on blast. You're the best, Aunt. Thank you, and I love you. You're welcome. And I don't mean to put anybody's life on blast, but if I'm ever going to put any of you on blast, just know it's with love, you know? It's always going to be with love, man. All right, y'all. So let's get into the air signs. Team Libra. Let's see what's going on with you, baby, okay? What do we got popping in here for Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, what's going on, Angel Clairvoyant UK? Hello, Aunt. It's 9 p.m. in the UK. Hello, and that's what's up. Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a good evening so far. What do we got showing up here for Libra in the next 24 hours? Also, what's going on, Topeka? What's going on, Esmeralda? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, Team Libra, let's get our last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's up. Overall energy for you is going to be the Lovers in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a Gemini for a few of you. Taking a look here at the current energy, Eight of Wands reversed, what it is you're dealing with at this time, Libra. We do have here the World card in the upright, and then having a look here at the outcome is going to go ahead and be, the Ace of Wands in the reverse position. So let's go ahead here and talk about it. First things first, Team Libra, you do have here a Lovers in reverse, and you're pairing that Lovers in reverse with a Eight of Wands in the reverse position as well. It feels to me that you're currently at a distance from something that you're not feeling a strong connection to, right? Typically, the Lovers in the upright, there's a powerful signal, powerful connection. When you have a Lovers in reverse, there's a disconnection. So there's no signal, right? When you're thinking about it with like a cell phone or something of that nature. So I get that sense here for you, Libras. You're not really vibing with someone or something. With that being said, you're not going to be around someone or something that you're not vibing with, which is understandable. So that's what your next 24 hours is panning out to be. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, the World card here, you know, I feel like you're kind of coming to that conclusion of it's time to close out the cycle, but your next 24-hour period is the final realization that you don't vibe with someone or something anymore. I think over the past couple weeks, months even, you've been noticing that the signal was getting weaker and weaker and weaker between you and a person, you and a situation, but your next 24 hours is clarity that something isn't there anymore. There's no spark, there's no signal. That's that. I feel like you're getting that confirmation for your next 24 hours, which pulls you into an energy where you're ready to close out the cycle officially. And then looking at the outcome, Ace of Wands, you're ready here to start new, which makes a lot of sense. So yeah, Libras, I think that, you know, you've kind of been noticing a signal a vibe between you and somebody getting weaker and weaker for quite some time. Like I said, it could have been, weeks, months, however it may apply to you, but you get that full verification, that full clarity in the next 24 hours. And in a way, it's nice though, because going forward, you get to look forward to something new, and you know that you're able to let this go and be open to new experiences. So I feel like that's where you're at here. This could have been a romantic situation. It could have been a friendship situation. It could have been a situation with work, but I'm seeing that you guys are getting this clarity, and you have something to look forward to now. And even though you may not know exactly what you're looking forward to in the future, what you're really looking forward to is opportunity, because now you can go ahead and align with anyone and anything that you so desire. So there's that freedom aspect coming in here too. All right, Libras, cool. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Team Libra, for tuning in nonetheless, okay? So we've touched base here with our air, water, and fire. We're going to get on into our earth signs here shortly. Stark, what's up? You said, watched you for years. You're always on spot. Happy to resonate with you, and thank you for being here for over the past couple years. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Very happy Monday said... Oh, OMG, me too, Scorpio, Dia. Energies are so different. They are very different between the two. And you'll notice that in general with all zodiac signs between the divine masculine and divine feminine, the energies are very, very different. For example, as a Cancer sun male, I have a lot of different energies than my sister who's a Cancer sun female. So I could see those differences within divine masculine, divine feminine. It's very, very interesting for sure. But either way go, guys, moving along here forward, we're going to hop back into it. We're going to jump into earth signs. For the earth signs, we're going to take a look here at the birthday peeps and see what's popping in for Capricorn. So Team Capricorn, let's see what's going on here for you. What do we got in store for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going on here for you, Capricorn? Overall energy for you peeps is going to be the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. By the way, Cappies, I want to say happy birthday to you guys if I have not already. But overall energy, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Six of Swords, what it is you're dealing with, guys. We have here the Lovers in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for the Capricorn gang is going to go ahead and be the Queen of Swords in the upright position. So, Team Capricorn, let's see what's up. You got here a Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and you pair that Wheel of Fortune reversed here with the Six of Swords in the upright. So kind of looks to me for you, Capricorn, things right now aren't quite yet finished. I think that right now something is turning in a direction that maybe you're not 100% fond of, but the Six of Swords says, I'm willing to turn this around. So I feel like you're turning around a situation. It's like you're catching something going in a direction you're not happy with, but you're like, I'm not going to just say that's that. This is going to turn out this way. It's like, no, I'm going to put in the effort. I'm going to put in the work and turn my situation around. It's like, for example, maybe you see that, there is something happening in your life. You're not happy with it. You can see that it's getting worse, but like, instead of just saying, hey, this is what it's going to be, it's like, no, I'm going to do something about it. Maybe you've been spending a lot of money on a credit card. The credit card is past its limit, or you've been accruing a lot of interest, and it's like, hey, instead of spending more money on this, fuck this. I'm going to attack this credit card instead before it can get any worse, etc. So that's just an example. We don't have to talk about finances. It could be literally anything you're dealing with. But I feel like you're at that point where it's like, it's time for me to take action and not just submit to something maybe not going in my favor and saying, that's just simply that. It's not, it is what it is, when we have the power to change it. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Capricorn, Lovers reversed. Yeah. I think something here turned into a direction you're not happy with due to the nature of maybe you not feeling very connected. It happens. For example, maybe the direction of your friendship's in a weird place right now between you and somebody. It happens. Maybe you just haven't been around. Maybe you felt pretty disconnected from this person. Maybe you're changing a lot, they're changing a lot, but it doesn't mean that your friendship has to be nothing. You can reach out to them. You could say, hey, like, I've noticed distance, but why don't we work on this? I'm changing as a person. I'm sure you are. What can we do here to kind of like elevate our friendship, right? So these are all examples, guys. But the point is that you have the power and the choice to turn around your situation. I feel like your next 24 hours, especially with the outcome here being the Queen of Swords, is representative of you're going to be able to see very clearly that you're not doomed to this reality that you're not particularly excited about. If you see yourself going down a path you don't like, you're not doomed to that path forever. You have a choice and say in what goes in your life, and you have the ability to turn around everything and anything. Therefore, Queen of Swords here says you can clearly see that now. It's kind of like removing yourself from the doomed mentality. I'm not doomed. I'm not fucked. I'm not screwed. I can change this. I just have to really, really hunker down and make sure that I make applicable changes right here and right now going forward. And that's what it's really all about. So I like that, Cappy. It's kind of like a positive vibe. It's a positive realization that you can turn around your situation, which is so fantastic to see that you're able to see that. Because there's a lot of people, guys, in this world that are like, oh my God, my life's going in the wrong direction, but I can't do nothing about it. You know, they're like, oh shit, this is what it's going to be. And that's not how it has to be. You know, that's not how it has to be. So I like that you are recognizing your power of choice, because the choice plays a role here. You have the choice to change things. Okay, Capricorn, beautiful. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thanks for coming out here nonetheless. Okay, all right, baby, we're gonna keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to Team Capricorn. So we have touched base here, everybody, with our first batch of Zodiacs. We're gonna hop on into our second batch here shortly. Let's go ahead and see some comments though. What's going on, everybody? Hey Jocelyn, how's it hanging? Appreciate you tuning in. Sorry to hear that. I heard that you mentioned over here, you said that you're still sick. You want to be healthy, called out of work today. I hope it won't be getting into trouble. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're understanding of your situation. Of course, a doctor's note never hurts. You know, maybe you can go see potentially like an urgent care or something about how you're feeling. Maybe you can get one of those notes and stuff. But either way, though, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Wishing you nothing more than health, wealth, and happiness moving forward into this new year, Jocelyn. You know? Cindy said, Aunt, you're so elevated. Thank you. You said, yep, with time, breath, and an opportunity, anything is changeable. It really is. It really is. You know, I think a lot of people get freaked out when they see themselves in hard situations because, there's a lot of situations that like they feel intense to deal with. I think everybody in life is going to have to face a couple intense situations throughout their entire lifetime, but overall it's not impossible to overcome things, you know? I like to look at this example. There's never been a challenge you haven't necessarily overcome when you think about it. Does that make sense? Because every time you told yourself, there's no way I can do this, you went out and did it anyways, right? Every time you told yourself, I'm never going to move on from this person, you've moved on. Every time you told yourself, I'm not going to be able to do this, you did it. You know, I remember being back in high school, and I know I'm still young, so I can reference high school stories, but I remember being back in high school having to do presentations, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm going to choke up there. I don't know what to say. I used to be like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Then I fucking did it anyways. It was a challenge for me, but I overcame it. Now I'm over here talking and shooting the shit to fucking thousands of people. You know, doesn't bother me. I can sit here and have a conversation. I'm not worried about, you know, what other people are thinking or what other people are saying or whispering. So point is that it's all changeable, but you have to be willing 110% to open up to the perception that maybe you can do it, right? If you can start to believe, you're going to see the turnaround, you know? 100% are. Bum, bum, bum. Marlene said, that's right. Cindy said, that's so true. For sure, for sure. Jocelyn said, thank you, and I appreciate that coming from you, bro. Absolutely, absolutely. 100%. Wishing you health and wealth. Much love to all. I'm off to a meeting. No worries, Zephyr. Have a great meeting. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your work day. That's what's up. But all right, guys, before we move forward, I'm just going to get a couple sips in real quick of some caffeine, and then we'll continue on. We'll carry on. You know what I notice? That most people tend to thrive the most? Most people tend to thrive the most in general when they are going through some sort of struggle. It's very interesting because Cindy said it's usually on the brink of giving up is when we prove we can do it. 100%. When you are struggling, when you feel like you are reaching the point where there's nothing left you can do, there's that motivation, man, that just smacks you. You guys ever feel that? I know you felt it before. I felt it many times where that motivation just kicks into overdrive. And I think another thing that helps too is like when you feel like you're at rock bottom, here's a great example. I remember being at rock bottom in my life. And then I thought to myself, if I'm already feeling like I'm at the bottom, I can't go anywhere else but up. And that helped me tremendously, man, because it's so fucking true. If you're at what you would consider to be your rock bottom, you can't stoop down any further in life, but you can only fucking go up. Therefore, that just lit a fire under my ass to be so motivated to make shit happen. And I remember going through that. I've gone through that quite a few times in my life, but it's so fucking powerful, man. Remember, guys, for those of you that are struggling, you're on the brink of a leveling up process that you may not even fucking see right now, but it's there. There has been no person who's been successful or who has fucking created and manifested beautiful things that has not struggled. And that struggle is always right before a leveling up. I always notice that. So to anybody who's struggling right now, you know, You're literally on the brink of leveling up. You just don't see it. And I'm excited for you, you know? Maybe I'm not excited about the struggle, but I'm excited for you because that leveling up process is coming. It's coming, you know? But either way, we're going to move it forward, guys. We're going to hop back into our fire. Sagittarius, you're up next. Hi, Robin. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you so much. All right, Team Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Well, what do we got showing up here for Saggy, baby? In the next 24 hours, what do we got for Team Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24. Cancer gang from Hong Kong, Happy New Year. Thank you, SS. Appreciate that. Shout out to you. That's awesome. Message is coming up here for Saggy in the next 24 hours. Team Sagittarius. One more shuffle incoming. And we're going to see what we got going on, babe. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the 5 of Swords. You might be connecting here potentially with a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look into the current energy, Sag, we have here the 9 of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with at this time. We have here a Knight of Wands. Looking at the current outcome, we also have here the 4 Cups in the reverse position. Sagittarian, you got a 5 of Swords here, you got a 9 of Cups in reverse here, so I think you're fighting for what's right for you because 9 of Cups reverse is typically representative of not really feeling that fulfilled. So there could be some area of life right now where there isn't much fulfillment. Maybe there's not much fulfillment within your career at this time, within a friendship, within a romantic relationship, but 5 of Swords here says, I want to fight for that fulfillment though, because I know that I'm worthy of it, I know that I'm deserving of it, so with that being said, I want to make sure I do something about it, right? Having a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the Knight of Wands, which I love seeing for you. Knight of Wands here is a card that's representing that I'm ready here to start going in the right direction. I'm ready here. I feel motivated. I feel like, you know, I got a fire under my ass, right? That's so funny, man. I heard my girlfriend saying that a couple weeks ago, a fire under her ass. And for some reason, I've been using that quote. So, and I'm using it in the motivational way, if you will. It might not be the traditional way it's supposed to be used, but you have a fire under your ass, Sagittarius. And the only way to put it out is to go forward, right? And run and go in a direction. And then, you know, eventually, hopefully the wind puts out that fire, or you might want to go ahead and sit on a toilet or a fire hydrant. Who knows? Point is, though, is that I feel for you guys in your next 24 hours. It's about saying, I'm not happy with something, but I can't sit here and just be unhappy about it. I need to fucking fight. I need to do something. Damn straight. Looking at the outcome, 4 Cups reversed. If I want my situation to no longer be my main primary focus, it's time to focus on something else. Let's stop focusing on the problem and let's start focusing on the solution. Fuck yeah. This is so up my alley, this reading. Okay. I love it. So Sagittarians, that's the point, right? At the end of the day, we don't want to keep on manifesting the same thing. We don't want to keep on doing the same thing. We got to change up our behaviors. If we're focusing on the fact that, oh my God, this situation sucks, it's going to keep on sucking. Okay? Pause. It's going to keep on sucking though. If you want this situation to be better, time to reroute your focus. My job sucks. Fuck your job. Get a better job, right? In the meantime, though, when you're showing up to work, quit thinking about how much your job sucks and think about the fact that you're getting that paycheck every week, right? Think about the value you add to people in that workplace, whatever it is you do. Maybe you do sales. Maybe you do car sales. You add value to people every fucking day by putting them in a vehicle, right? There's always a way to turn it around. There's always a way to look at the positive. So we want to take our attention and our focus off of the shit that we feel is a problem. And we want to start directing our energy on solutions. My job sucks. I hate my job. We want to go look at the jobs that we love. We want to go look at those. We want to go fucking hard for those. You know, oh my God, I don't have the certification I need to get into this job. Get the fucking certification. Do it. Do it. You know what I mean? You know, if you're a lot of people, man, Sagittarius, this isn't about you right now, that what I'm about to say, but so please don't, like, I don't want you to feel offended because I'm not saying that this is you, but I'm just saying in general, there's so many people in this world that sit there and go, I want this and I want that. And I want this and that and this and that and this and that. But the same day and the next day and the next day and the next day, they don't do anything about it. They just keep sitting there saying, I want this and I want that and this and that and this and that. You have to change something up in your fucking behavior and your action if you want to get it done. You got to go do it. Period. All right, so Sagittarian, like I said, that wasn't directed at you, but I'm just saying, I've noticed that a lot in the world, man. And it's like, you have every fucking opportunity and outlet available to you to make it happen, but you have to be the one to make it happen. You can't just keep doing the same shit, different day, period. All right, so Sagittarians, I love you. Switch it up, switch your focus, find the solution, fuck the problem. Problems can be fixed very easily with solutions when we focus on the solutions. And you guys got this. All right, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Shout out to Team Saggy. Thanks for coming on in. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with our fire. We're going to get on into our water signs here in a moment. Hopping into our water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Cancer gang. What's going on here, Team Cancer? Messages coming up here for Cancer, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got rolling on in here for our zodiac signs of Cancer in the next 24 hours? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Team Cancerian. Cancer. I didn't even pull the card, but the star card jumped out for you, okay? Star card, real quick, Cancer, is a card of alignment. I feel like if you're a Cancer watching, I feel like you need this message. You are exactly where you need to be. Stop doubting your path. Stop telling yourself, this is not the path for me, because you are exactly right now where you need to be, and you are going to where you need to go. And even if right now it's not beautiful, it's not pretty, the shit stinks, it's not the best place in the world, how do you know that right now you're not walking into heaven? How do you know right now you're not walking into the most beautiful chapter of your life, right? So with that being said here, Cancer, know that it's okay where you are. Whether it's fantastic, whether it's heaven, whether it's hell. But know that you're on the right path to make sure that you walk into heaven. Now, heaven and hell, high vibration, low vibration. Heaven high, hell low, right? So keep that in mind here, Cancer, moving into your next 24 hours. But I want to give you that message. I felt that one coming through. So we're going to go ahead and get a couple more shuffles, and we'll see what's up. Messages for Cancer in the next 24 hours. Cancers are getting money in 2024. Yes, they are. Finances are looking good for Cancers in 2024. Overall energy for you guys. Ace of Cups in reverse. Hello. You might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look at the current energy, 7 of Cups in the upright. What it is you're dealing with, Cancer. We got here a Page of Pence, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Temperance in the upright position as well. All right, let's go ahead and have a look here, Cancer, and see what's up. Ace of Cups reversed here, 7 of Cups in the upright. There is confusion surrounding why something isn't fulfilling. Something isn't what you thought it would be. You're confused why it's not as fulfilling as you thought it would be. Well, sometimes we think things will be like awesome, but they turn out not to be. Sometimes we think like a situation would be fantastic, and then when we're in that point of view, the situation's just, it's okay. Like, we've all had tons of that, tons of those moments. Maybe we went to a movie. We thought the movie was going to be fucking awesome, and then it sucked, Can't take back your 2.5 hours, but hey, it is what it is. So Cancers, I feel like for you guys in the next 24 hours, it's kind of like, whoa, you're starting to really experience how something isn't what you thought it would be. Maybe you thought it'd be amazing. It wasn't. And that's okay. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Page of Pentacles, on to the next thing, Cancer. Period. I love that for you. It ain't fulfilling? Oh, okay. On to the next thing, right? We don't have to sit here and say, oh, well, it sucks that it didn't turn out to be what it is. You got the experience. You saw it wasn't for you. Now keep it moving. Because there's so much more out there in life that's waiting for you. There's so much out there in life that you get to experience if you put yourself out there to experience it. Looking at the outcome here, Cancer, we have here the Temperance. I feel like a lot of you here are okay. It's like, okay, something didn't turn out what it was, but I'm not letting that get me down. I'm just keeping it moving, I had a situation like this a couple weeks ago where I thought something was very hyped up. I thought it was amazing. And then I got into it. I kind of saw the reality of what it was. And then I was like, oh, this really wasn't worth being hype over. This is actually kind of shitty. But hey, it is what it is. So I continue to progress, right? I kept it moving. That's what the slogan is all about. Every time you guys come over to CancerMoonsTarot, what do you hear? We keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward, baby, okay? Because that's life. Some shit works. Some shit don't. Some shit stinks. But not everything will always be as it seems, and if it's not for us, it's not for us. So what are we going to do here, Cancer? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward with that positive-ass mentality and say, hey, on to the next best thing. There may still be something out there for me, all right? So Cancers, I like that. definitely a positive vibe here. Sorry that it may not have been what you thought it was, but on to the next. What's meant for you is going to find you, period. All right? All right, Cancer. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in. All right? Jocelyn said, I love being here for Ant and all his daily sign readings. I wish that I could pull Julia into the bathroom at work and listen. I gotcha. That would be awesome. Every time Julia, I know she's been super busy and everything with her life, but I used to laugh back in the day when Julia's like, I'm in the work bathroom right now. I'm watching you. I got like 10 minutes. I was like, oh my Lord, man. I appreciate everything that my subscribers go through sometimes to come out and watch the daily. It means a lot. You know, I know my schedule for the daily readings isn't perfect and it intertwines with a lot of you guys and your work schedules and your personal lives. But the fact that you make it here, whether you're here for 2 minutes or the entire live stream, it means the most anyways, guys. So thanks for your love and support, man. It really means a lot. Cindy said, I'm experiencing my hot cocoa right now. That's the good stuff. Hell yeah, dude. Hot chocolate is fucking awesome. I love me some hot cocoa, you know? Thanks, Marlene. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Also, you're welcome, Jennifer. Sorry to hear you're going through a lot. I hope it gets better, but happy to help in any way that I can, you know? Happy to help. All right, guys, we did our water. We did our fire. Let's get into the air. What do we want to do for the air signs, baby? We did Libra. Let's go look at Aquarian, man. Let's see what's going on for her. Or for them. All right? All right, Team Aquarius. Let's see what's popping. Jocelyn said, I will tell her about the shout out to you to her aunt. He definitely do. Definitely do. I think I have an Instagram message from her that I haven't checked. I have not been on Insta. Like I think I just went on Instagram today after like 4 days. So I got to go check my DMs. But yeah, I'll go see what's up with her though. Julia is the bomb. I love her. She's awesome. All right, guys, let's get into Aquarius and see what's up. What do we got showing up here for Aqua, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, for the 143 beautiful people in the chat, thank you for being here. If you're having fun, hit the like button. If you're new, come and stay. Come and stick around. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be happy to have you and connect with you Monday through Friday. All right. Aquarius, overall energy for you is the World card. You might be connecting here possibly with a fixed zodiac. That'll be a fellow Aquarian, a Scorpio, Leo, or a Taurus. Having a look at the current energy, Ace of Cups in reverse for you. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, Aquarius, we have here the Death in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Seven of Swords in the reverse position as well. So Aquarius, let's have a look here and see what's going on. Now you start out here with the World card. You pair that World card here with the Ace of Cups in reverse as well. I feel for Aquarian peeps, this is about having to take, I'm hearing a leap of faith for some reason, and I'm not seeing the full card, but I hear a leap of faith for Aquarian, where letting go of a cycle, letting go of something that maybe you don't love as much anymore is okay. I think I talked about this with a zodiac sign, maybe not you guys. I feel like it was last week though, where comfort zones aren't always fulfilling. You know, sometimes a comfort zone is just comfortable. You know, there's not necessarily happiness in it. There's not fulfillment in it, but what's in it? Familiarity is what's in a comfort zone, right? So maybe you're in a relationship with somebody for 10 years. You might not even fucking be in love nor love this person anymore, but you're there because it's like, it's familiar, you know, it's comfortable. I'm always with this person, you know, you've been there for 10 years, you know? So with that being said, it's like hard to walk away from that due to the tie, due to the longevity, due to the familiarity. But at the end of the day, if it's not necessarily fulfilling, you want to be mindful, you know? Is it really for you? So I think you've been having a tough time here, kind of closing a door, closing a window in your life. And you're getting to that point in the next 24 hours where you're saying to yourself, I think it is time. Because when I see what you're dealing with here being the Death reverse, I feel like you've gotten close, Aquarius, to ending a cycle and closing a cycle. But every time you get there, it's like that comfort draws you back in. That familiarity draws you back in, right? And overall, with the outcome here, Seven of Swords reverse, it's like you constantly lead yourself to a point where you're enduring unhappiness that you don't have to. You know? And that makes a lot of sense, guys. And I definitely have had moments like that in my life too. And the point is that despite the comfort, you can find comfort in something new, because every time that we step out of our comfort zone, we jump into something new. Inevitably, it becomes a comfort zone too. One of my favorite sayings was from my high school teacher back in senior year. He said, you need to learn to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that was something that was major for me because I was a little crab who never left his shell. And the more that I started getting out of my comfort zone, the more I started having new experiences, the more I started finding and reaching new sources of fulfillment, the more that those new situations became comfort zones. And then the cycle repeated. I got out of it again, and then I found fulfillment, so on and so forth. I feel like, sure, you may be in a comfortable place, but I don't think it's a fulfilling place. And you have to ask yourself, is this something you want to continue to invest in for the next 10 years? Is this something you continue to want or want in general? Because you deserve happiness. As much as you may deserve comfort, because everybody does, you also deserve to be happy with your situation. So whether it's love, career, your personal path, your well-being, whatever needs to shift and change, it may feel weird going into unfamiliar territory. It may feel uncomfortable. It will feel uncomfortable, but it'll be something that'll eventually become comfort to you. And it will be something exactly that'll bring in the fulfillment for you when you have those experiences. You'll figure out what's for you. All right? All right, Aquarius, I love you. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Pretty impactful reading, though, so thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it so much. We're going to keep it popping and pushing and moving forward. Shout out to Team Aqua. All right? All right, everybody. So before we continue, we did our air, water, and fire. Yelly said, question, should I follow sidereal astrology or tropical? I'm a sidereal, or in sidereal, I am a Taurus, but in tropical, I'm a Gemini. It really goes to each their own type of thing. You know, some people really resonate with sidereal astrology. Other people resonate with Vedic, or, you know, in tropical as well. It's really up to you guys. For me personally, tropical Western astrology, that's usually what I've resonated with. But I also find that Vedic astrology is very accurate too. In Vedic astrology, I'm a Gemini sun, and, you know, tropical, I am a Cancer sun. So at the end of the day, it's really all about what you feel is resonating with you. You can even watch both signs if you want to. I've watched some Gemini readings sometimes, and guys, they're spot fucking on for me in my situation. So with that being said, never really freak out about the signs that you have to watch, or like put a lot of like pressure on, I have to watch this sign and only that sign. Look at signs from your different astrologies. You know, you can look at your Vedic astrology sign, you can look at your Western sign, you can look at your sun, moon, rising, Venus, you can explore your whole chart. You know, sometimes with tarot too, guys, there will be moments where you might not even have a zodiac sign in your chart and the reading is spot fucking on, because when a message is meant to find you, it'll find you whether or not it's for your specific zodiac. So always something to keep in mind too, but you got to go with what you resonate with, you know? And if you resonate with both, watch both. No problem there for sure. All right. All right, baby. Moving on forward. We're going to hop back on into our Earth signs. For the Earth, we did Capricorn. So let's have a look here at the Virgo gang and get it popping. Team Virgo, what's up? What do we got showing up here for Virgo, baby? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What messages are going to be in store here, please, for our zodiac sign of Virgo in the next 24 hours. Let's see what we got going on here for you. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Death in reverse. You might be connecting here possibly with a Scorpio for a few of you guys. Taking a look into the current energy, Knight of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with at this time, Virgo, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. And then taking a look here at the outcome, Team Virgo, what do we got? And we got here the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. So let's take a look here and see what's up. Now, Team Virgo, you begin here with the Death in reverse, so typically this represents that a change hasn't taken place yet, or a transformation hasn't taken place yet either. You have here a Knight of Swords reverse, so that makes sense, right? Knight of Swords reverse is a lack of action or not taking action, so I feel like you haven't changed something yet. I think you're kind of taking your time with this change, looking at what you're dealing with, Knight of Pentacles, but looking at the outcome, Wheel of Fortune, you are going to change something overall. So it feels like you're taking your time here. That's okay. You know, a lot of people feel so fucking rushed in life, right? For example, maybe somebody's going on a workout journey, a transformation journey to get physically fit. A lot of people are like, I need to lose all this weight in 6 fucking months and I better be shredded. And it's like, dude, like you might get, you know, you might lose, you know, some pounds and you might get some muscle, but don't expect yourself to be fucking shredded in 6 months. You know, those motherfuckers who go to the gym for like 10 years, man. And it's like, they probably still haven't reached the limit that they can have to be big and swole, right? So at the end of the day, whether we're talking about gym, wellness, fitness, any of that shit, I feel like Virgo, the point is, a society puts a lot of pressure on people of like, you need to rush, 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 you know? Especially young people, right? Young people are like, most young people are not living out of the house, right? They're living with their parents still. And that's a whole different conversation in terms of the affordability and cost of life. But at the end of the day, you know, I remember, at least for me growing up, I've always had this rush of I need to get the fuck out the house, live by myself. Now, luckily, I'm with a partner, so live with my partner. But there was always that rush factor, you know? And I'm glad I did it personally. I'm happy that I did. But did I need to rush it? No, I didn't need to rush that. I didn't need to rush, you know, moving out of the house. You know, I think that a lot of times maybe society can make you feel that way. I remember being young, like I felt like, oh, by the time I'm 21, I need to be married and I need to have a nice car and I need to have a great job. And like, I felt rushed, you know, and I'm glad that I didn't rush everything. And I feel like overall for you, Virgo, no matter what your situation may be, you have a lot of time to change what it is that you're trying to change, or to create, more so with this Wheel of Fortune, what it is you're trying to create, right? This is the energy where you don't have to rush everything. Sometimes the slow and steady is what's going to win the race. You know, the tortoise and the hare. That's what I feel your vibe is. It's like going slow and steady is going to win the race. You don't have to expect to have everything you desire as quickly as possible. It happens for some people later on. Think about success. People are like, oh, success. Do it when you're young. Find your success when you're young. There are some people that failed all throughout their 20s, all throughout their 30s, all throughout their fucking 40s, and then made it in their 50s. It's happened. So with that being said, there's no rush on anything. Keep that tortoise in the hare mentality. Slow and steady wins the race. What you're doing right now is still action. Might not be quick, but you don't need to rush what you're doing. And I don't know if it has to do with your success, if it has to do with love, if it has to do with, anything, you know, that I mentioned previously, but don't feel like you need to rush your life because you have a lot more time than you think, Team Virgo. All right? Consistency is key. Tortoise in the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. You got this. All right? All right, Virgos. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thanks for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? All right, everybody. So we have finished up our second batch of Zodiacs for the daily read. We'll be getting on into our last and final batch shortly. Just want to say I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys for taking the time today, and I hope you're all doing well. Absolutely, yep. Like High Soul said in the chat, you can't change everything from one moment to the next. Good things take time. Abso-freaking-lutely. What's the quote I'm trying to think of? Everything, put it this way, life is hard, guys. It's hard. Not easy, you know? Nobody lives life on easy mode. Even if it looks like they are trying to get you to perceive that they live life on easy mode, they don't, okay? And that's me quoting like an influencer of some nature who's like, my life is perfect and amazing. That's what you only see, but you don't see the struggle, right? Life is hard. Pick your hard. It is hard to struggle and to do everything you can to get through that struggle, just as hard as it is to be successful and maintain success. It is hard to deal with consequences of being unhealthy if you're not doing anything about your health, just as hard as it is to maintain your health. So life at the end of the day is hard no matter what. Pick your hard. Would you rather pick the hard part of, well, I'm not doing much with my job and I'm, dealing with the struggles of it being hard financially, versus I'm busting my fucking ass to maintain finances? But you know what? It's hard, it's tough, it's difficult, but I'm getting by and I'm having financial stability. No matter what, you're going to experience hard in life because nothing of value comes easy. Period. Nothing of value will ever come easy. So with that being said, pick your hard. Period. That fucking quote blew my mind when I first heard it. That shit blew my mind. Because I was at a point in my life when I heard that where I was like, life is hard. No shit. It really is. It really is. But I wasn't paying attention to like the fact of, at the end of the day, everything in life is hard. You might as well pick the right hard, right? Pick your hard. What do you want it to be? The good thing? The one that's rewarding? or the one that's not so rewarding, right? That was a massive game changer for me, you know? Hey, what's going on, Heather Ann? Howdy doody, welcome in. You remind me of somebody that I know that lives on my floor. She says that a lot. She's a sweet older woman. I love that, though. She says, howdy doody, how's it going? Love that. Marlene said, Aunt, have you tried the Foger disposable vapes? The Kiwi Dragonberry's so good. You're puffing on it right now. I have not. I tend to stick to like whatever's like a menthol cigarette kind of thing. This is like a mint, so it's kind of like smoking like a Marlboro Smooth, you know, something like that. But maybe though, I gotta see. Usually, I'm kind of like I go through certain different types of brands. I smoked the Juul for like years. Since I was like 16, I was doing the Juul to quit smoking cigarettes. But now I moved to this, so we'll see. Maybe I'll test it out if I see it one day. Thanks, Heather Ann. Appreciate that. You're implementing that right away. That's what's up, Jazz. That's what's up. Pick your hard, man. Pick your fucking hard. You needed to hear that? Glad to hear that. Lila said, Aunt, you know you're some kind of philosopher too, just saying it that it's awesome. Thank you. You know what, though? A lot of the stuff that you guys hear from me, though, isn't directly from me, though. You know, it's things I've learned. So I pass it along if I can. But not everything is all me. I've had experiences, but I pay a lot of attention to people, you know, and how they succeed in life and how they've gone through hard times and what helps them. And then I take a look at how I can apply it to my life. And if certain things work for me, I like to convey that to you, you know, I like to go through my own experiences and figure it out in the ways that I can. Yelly said, I noticed in life that when something takes time to come into your life, you cherish it even more. For sure. For sure you do. 110%. Oh, thank you, Red Sky. Marlene said it's mentholish flavor. It's got that cool minty yum yum to it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like this one because it's like pretty minty. It is. If I see it, though, I'll try it. The one thing I did not like that a lot of people like are those elf bars. They're really good, but the issue is like they burn a lot in the coil, and then like a lot of people are just inhaling like burnt, you know, plastic, which isn't good for your lungs. Not that anything's good for your lungs that you smoke, but the charging was an issue all the time. I'd charge it and then it would burn immediately after it charged. I'd even let it sit for a half hour, it'd burn. So that's why I don't like them so much. Lila said I smoked cigarettes, but vapes, they were like too strong. The thing about vapes when you're a cigarette smoker, and this is from experience from transitioning from being a daily cigarette smoker, when you go into a vape, it is significantly different than a cigarette in terms of how it's going to hit your throat, in terms of how the nicotine's going to feel. Yeah, I used to smoke Newports, right? So you smoke a Newport, you got what, maybe 2.4% of nicotine in that entire pack, not even just in one cigarette. An entire pack, which would be a vape, typically it starts at 5% of nicotine strength. So a lot of people, when they transition from smoking, they start buzzing. They're like, oh my God, I've never felt a buzz in like years from smoking cigarettes. Now you're in that energy where it's like, whoa, like this is intense. And the flavor, typically with disposables, they overpower the flavor. Because when you're a new smoker, or when you're a smoker, sorry, and you're new to vaping, you have killed off so much of your taste, right, from smoking over the years. And with that damage you've done in general to the inside of your mouth, they make these extra potent so that you can have that ability to pick up on the flavor so that it can help you like it more as well. And in terms of the throat hit, remember, it's not smoke, it's vapor. So it's very, very different. So for me, when I first transitioned, I hated vaping. Like I was like, I just want to smoke a cigarette and that's that, you know? But overall and over time, for me, it became something that was easy to adjust to. I still smoke cigarettes occasionally, especially when I'm drinking. Like that's my thing. It's my fun time. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I don't think I could ever go back afterwards, just because it's so much cleaner when you vape now versus smoking. Like if I have a night where I'm drinking and then I smoke and then I wake up the next day, I'm hacking up a lung. This I can breathe just fine, you know, and I feel so much better. So it's worth trying it. It's worth, if you're a smoker and you want to start vaping, you have to commit to it. You know, it like actually committing to vaping, you will transition a lot quicker than you think. And I know a lot of people have their caveats on vaping. You're free to think whatever you want to think. For me personally, I believe it is a safer alternative. Nothing is safe, but but it is a healthier in a way. Nothing, I don't even want to say healthier. It's a better alternative, put it that way. Don't vape in general if you've never smoked a cigarette in your life. Don't even bother fucking with nicotine if you've never fucked with nicotine. There's no point. But if you have, I think that's a better alternative, you know? Heather Ann said popcorn lung, not sure if that's a vape thing. Heard those two coincide. Popcorn lung was back in the day about 10, 12 years ago, where they were putting a certain type of liquid into the vape, a different chemical. That chemical is typically what was put into popcorn. So when people were smoking that in their juices that they would put into their vapes, that's what caused and created popcorn lung. It is absolutely banned in any vapor, any vape product, any vape juice. You cannot have that specific chemical inside of it anymore. And through trial and error with everything, they figured that out. So that is completely banned, and you won't find it in any of today's vapes, in any of today's juices, anything of that nature. So popcorn lung no longer is a thing when it was back then, but they completely changed it. They made sure that they don't put that in there. Typically, it's just like propylene glycol, something glycerin, like vegetable stuff, and then like literally vapor, you know, so, and like flavoring and stuff like that. So it's a lot different now. A lot different now for sure. But anyhow though, guys, we're gonna move forward in a moment. Let me get a couple more sips in of my drink, and then we'll hop on into our last and final batch. All right, one moment, guys, and we'll go ahead and get started. I got that new Jack Harlow song stuck in my head. I don't even know what it's called. But it's on repeat in my fucking head. Anyways, though, we'll go ahead and get back on into it. So we're going to hop into our fire, and we'll take a look here at the lovely and amazing Leo gang. What's popping here, baby? Let's see what's going on. Messages coming in here for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for our zodiac signs of Leo in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you, Team Leo? One more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, babe. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Overall energy for you, Leo, is going to be the King of Cups. You might be dealing with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Taking a look here into the current situation, King of Wands in the upright, what it is you're dealing with here. We have here the Justice in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for the Leo gang is going to be, the Six of Wands. Okay, so let's take a look here and see what's going on for you at this time. Leo, overall energy, we got here a King of Cups. Current energy, King of Wands coming into play for you at this time. Kind of feels to me for Leo peeps, you definitely have your heart on something and your interest on something. So Leos, definitely feels like a time here where you are pretty interested in a situation. And keep in mind, it doesn't just have to be love. Like, you can have your heart as well as your interest in a career. You can have your heart and interest in some sort of hobby. It doesn't have to necessarily just be romance and love. But I definitely feel for you guys moving into your next 24 hours, your heart and your interest is set in stone on something. Having a look at what you're dealing with, Justice in reverse. I do feel that right now you're kind of at a point in time where things feel a little bit unbalanced because your heart is set on something, your mind and your interest is set on something, but I feel like you're not feeling like you're ready to go for it. That's why there's this unbalanced energy. But I think that looking at the outcome, Six of Wands, if you were actually to go into the direction to where your heart and your interest was feeling called, you would see success. I tell people all the time, guys, listen to the call of the universe, because this is the universe calling. Are you going to answer that call, or are you going to hang up the phone? Because Leos, if you right now, any Leo watching, is feeling called to something or someone where your heart's invested, your interest is invested, that is a call. And if you answer that call, what are you going to find and what are you going to experience? It's going to be success. However, if you don't answer the call, maybe you're missing out on this. So I wouldn't hold yourself back from this, Leo. Try not to get too invested or too deep into your head. Just literally, if you're feeling called towards something that feels right for you, I say go for it. Maybe some of you are feeling called to start a business. And maybe your business is saturated. You know, like everybody likes to say, oh my God, that type of business and niche is so saturated. Who gives a fuck if it's saturated? If you're good at it, you outshine all of them, dude. Right? At the end of the day, guys, if you have something you love doing and you're good at doing it and you feel like it's right for you and you feel called to it, do it. Who gives a shit if it's saturated? I hate that fucking word. So at the end of the day, for any of my Leo peeps who are watching, I really feel for you at this time. Listen to what you're feeling called towards. Listen to what feels right for you. If something feels right for you, go for it. Don't hold yourself back. Okay, Leos? All right, my beautiful peeps. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But Leo, thanks for coming out nonetheless. So we have touched base here so far with our fire, and all of our fire signs for the daily reading have been completed. Let's hop on into our water and check out the fish and see what's going on here for Team Pisces. All right? What messages are coming in here for Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for our zodiac sign of Piscean, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Fish, we're getting this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Starting out with the overall energy, 6 of Wands coming out for the Fish. Looking at the current energy, Pisces, we got a 7 of Wands. What it is you're dealing with at this time, we have here the 10 of Cups, and then looking at the outcome for Pisceans, going to go ahead and be the Tower in the reverse position. So let's have a look at you and see what's happening. Pisces, you start out here with a 6 of Wands, and you pair that 6 of Wands to a 7. So it feels to me like for many of you, you are at a point in time where there could be some sort of limelight on you. There could also be the energy of attention on you, because 6 of Wands can be representative of attention. And I do kind of get the sense with the 7 of Wands, maybe you're pushing that away right now. I think right now for you guys, while there might be a lot of attention on your life, it kind of feels like you're trying to move a bit low key. Like maybe you guys have family up your butt right now, kind of like prying a little bit and wanting to know what the 411 is and wanting to know what's up. Maybe some of you guys have, like social media accounts and everybody's up your butt. Who knows? But I'm feeling this energy, Pisces, where it's like you're happy, and it feels like in order to really enjoy that happiness and to enjoy that success, you are trying to move a little bit more low key. It's like you're not trying to, invest everybody in your life or invest everybody in what you got going on. Sometimes that's a good approach. Like I tell people, moving low key when you're happy is one of the greatest fucking things, because you don't have to deal with jealousy. You don't have to deal with people hating. You don't have to deal with individuals who are constantly curious. Okay? You're just living your fucking life and you're having a great and fantastic time. You're a fish in a vast ocean having a fucking party, which is great. So I feel like for you Pisceans, you have a lot of success showing up for you in this next 24-hour period. I think you've been having an accruing success in general. You are in a position of time right now, though, where I feel like you're keeping that on the down low, and I think that that's a good thing. Maybe you have nosy peeps in your life who don't always have the best intentions. Maybe there's somebody within your family who's fucking very jealous of you or has only negative things to say. Maybe you come from a family where there are people who like to gossip. That shit happens. We can't always control what other people do, but if we limit people and their information, what do they really have, right? So I think that that's kind of where you're at, Piscean. It's like right now, I'm just avoiding a tower moment, I don't want people to get all invested in my happiness and come over here and twist it. I'm at a point in time where I'm good, and if I know I'm good, I don't got to worry too much about everybody else, And I feel like that's where you're at. So definitely take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Pisces, you're doing you, baby. Keep on doing you. You don't got to tell nobody nothing. If you're happy, you're happy. As long as you know it, the world don't need to know it, period. I love that, Piscean. Beautiful. So enjoy this 10 of Cups moment. I'm not sure what's happening right now or what's bringing in all this positive energy for you. You're definitely excited with something. It could be like a really healthy relationship. Maybe at this time, Piscean, you have a really awesome thing going on with work, whatever the case may be. You don't have to make sure that everybody or the world or the stage is invested in you. You can move low key and not have to worry. Sometimes it cuts down all the more problems when you don't really go out there, spreading around what's happening, right? One of my favorite quotes I heard from another reader on YouTube, shout out to Lulu, I love House of Oshun. She said, not everybody always wants to hear your good news. And that's very true. Not everybody does. Unfortunately, there are people that can smile at you, that can show so much love to you, but maybe it's not coming from a genuine place. Maybe they don't mean it. So at the end of the day, as much as your good news means to you and the people who genuinely love and support you, always do remember that fact that not everybody wants to hear that good news. And once they hear that good news, maybe they're not necessarily happy for you, right? So keep that in mind here, Team Pisces. But I love it. I think you're in a good space. Do you, move low key, and enjoy yourself, baby, okay? All right, Pisces, we're keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did all the water, we did all the fire. We're going to hop on into our air for the air signs. Gemini, let's see what's up here, baby. What's showing up here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going on here for gems? Heather Ann said that membership reading was badass, by the way. Thanks, bud. You're totally welcome. Thank you for watching, Heather Ann. Appreciate it. What do we got in store here for gems in the next 24 hours? What's going on here for you? Goddamn, that was a quick ass shuffle. Starting out with the overall energy, we have here the Two of Swords in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy, we do have here the Six of Swords, or sorry, did I say Six of Swords reversed or Two of Swords? Anyhow, we got them both. We got a Two of Swords reverse for the overall, the current energy, Six of Swords in reverse, looking at what it is you're dealing with, Ace of Wands in reverse, and then having a look at the outcome here, Team Gems, Ace of Cups in reverse as well. So we do have all across the board reversals, not always a bad thing. Let's get into it and see what's up. So you start out here with the Two of Swords reversed, which is representative of making a final choice or some sort of final decision. So I feel that for you. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Six of Swords reversed, that's representative of not turning back. So I feel like you right now, Gemini, are saying, I'm choosing here to not go forward with a situation. This is about you staying planted where you are. Looking at what you're dealing with, Ace of Wands in reversed. Ace of Wands reversed here represents that you are looking at a situation or a future that might not be all that bright, or a future that you might not be all that happy with. So it's like, I'm not going in that direction anymore. Geminis, I feel like you're changing course, or you're at least staying planted and grounded where you are currently, because maybe you were on a path and you might have felt like this was the righteous path or a great path, but I think you're starting to really clearly see this isn't the direction I want my life to head into. So with that being said, I want to stay planted where I am while I kind of gather myself time to redirect. So this can I'm kind of getting reminded of like a leap year in college, when like kids are like, okay, you know what, like, I need to take a year for a minute. I need to kind of figure out what the fuck I want to do. Like, I don't want to necessarily just jump into something I'm not sure of. So they take that leap year of college, they kind of figure their shit out, then they jump into it next year. And I think that that's kind of where you're at right now, Gemini. Not saying you're taking a leap year in school, but I'm just saying you're taking like some time off right now to get it figured out. I'm not going to just jump into building a future if it's a future that I'm incredibly unsure of. I want to make sure that I'm at a point in time where I'm sure of what I want to do, and then I can go forward into that future. So I feel like that's where the majority of you guys are at. Of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Geminis, thanks for tuning in here so much nonetheless. Really appreciate you, and I do hope that you enjoyed your reading. All right, Gemini, we're gonna keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Let's go ahead and move on. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, baby. So we have touched base here with our air, we've done our water, we've done our fire, and then we're gonna hop on into our earth signs here in just a second. But guys, give me a moment or so, and we're gonna be right back. There's just something I have to do real quick. Then we'll pick up and continue with the rest of the read. So give me about a moment or so, and we'll be right back. Enjoy the music, and thank you guys so much for your patience.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. Fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you for your patience. And without a further ado, let's hop on into our last official sign for today's daily, which is going to be our lovely and amazing Taurus gang. So let's see what's popping here for the bulls. Message is showing up here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up for Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's see what we got going on here for you. Taurus, overall energy for you is the Eight of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look here at the current energy, we have here the Lovers in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We do have here the Hangman, and then taking a look here at the outcome, Team Taurus is going to go ahead and be the Emperor in reverse. So let's have a look here at our Bull Gang and see what we got going on. First things first, Eight of Swords in reverse here, and we pair that with the Lovers in reverse as well. You could be connecting with a Gemini possibly, you also may be dealing with a Pisces with this Hangman, but Eight of Swords reversed here to the Lovers reverse is representative of you're kind of getting someone off your mind. I definitely get the feeling here with the Lovers in reverse, you're finally seeing that you're detaching, you're kind of detaching from either a person, place, or thing, so something is out of sight and out of mind for you, and it feels genuinely good that it is. I typically tend to mention, sometimes when things are out of sight, they can be out of mind, but I feel like you've come to the conclusion of like, I actually am detached. I don't really think about somebody anymore. I don't really think about a situation or a scenario anymore. I've come to the point where something no longer keeps me stuck and trapped. Looking at what you're dealing with, the Hangman, as much as the Hangman could be a card that could represent stagnation or feeling stuck and trapped, it's also a card that represents enlightenment. So Taurus, for you guys in this particular situation, it's like you're finally becoming enlightened to the fact that you're not stuck anymore. There's not something that is, keeping you trapped inside of some sort of mental imprisonment, and you're very detached here from whatever this is. It's kind of like that energy of time heals all. Well, you did, you kind of woke up here in the next 24 hours and now realized, oh yeah, like I'm not stuck in this situation anymore. I'm not stuck in that person anymore. I'm not stuck on what happened in the past anymore. Like I feel like I've actually finally let it go. Like I've finally officially detached, having a look here at the outcome for you. Emperor in reverse, it's like a situation here no longer has control or no longer has power over you. You're feeling this giant sense of freedom. Some of you could be feeling like maybe you had a person in your life who was controlling you. Maybe some of you felt like you had money that was controlling you or a certain sense of society that was controlling you, but you've come to this realization for your next 24-hour period of like, this is no longer my focus. This is no longer what I'm attached to as I've disconnected, and I'm at this point in time right now where I genuinely feel free. So Taurus, I love that for you. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but guys, thanks for tuning in here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. All right, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to Team Taurus. So we have touched base here, everybody, with all of our zodiac signs for today. So with that all being said, guys, thank you for coming out here to today's daily reading. I love and appreciate you all so much. Thank you for your love and for your support. I do want to say, everybody, coming up for tomorrow, water signs, Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios, I'll be getting your videos out for January 2024. So your vids will be posted tomorrow. If you're an earth sign, those videos are already posted. Feel free to give them a check out. I want to thank everybody for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to have you and welcome you into my soul family, okay? With that all being said, though, everybody, thanks for being here. Thanks for all my moderators for doing awesome work. Shout out to the members. Thank you for anybody who sends in donations. I love and appreciate you all, and thank you guys for your lovely and amazing energy at all times, okay? All right, guys, have a great Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy New Year to all of you, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.